Does flying general aviation in Microsoft Flight Simulator make you a better pilot in DCS? Hello, I'm Tactical Pascal, welcome to the channel. I hope this finds you all safe and well. In this video I'm going to discuss 5 of the things that I've found from Flight Simulator that can help make you a better pilot when you're flying around the virtual skies in DCS world. Number 1. Situational awareness. I'm not talking about your radar warning receiver, tactical picture, or using your own radar. I'm talking about all the other stuff. The radios, the fuel management, endurance, who's trying to get you in comms, hell, even if you're flying the aircraft correctly. Flying general aviation requires planning ahead constantly. You're thinking about rates of climb, navigation points, where you're going to start your descent for your airfield. All these things come into play. It requires you to monitor everything all the time. The cockpit flow you get scanning fuel, horizon radios, navigation, etc. can be transferred to DCS and fit into your fast jet workflow easily. Number 2. Instrument flying. In DCS, you have to be ahead of your aircraft, ahead of the work rate required. Now, normally this is fine, however, if you add in some bad weather, some carrier landing, some night ops, or all of them together, you need to be all over it like a seagull on chips. By flying general aviation, you get used to using the instruments. The muscle memory, so to speak, is there. When your workload in the cockpit requires you to increase your work rate, you can do it easily through practice that you've had flying something without worrying about being shot down or flying close formation with a group of your friends who, if you crash into them, are going to be pretty miffed that you've done that. Number 3. Airfield Operations. On busy servers in DCS, something as simple as taxiing and takeoff can get quite hectic. By flying often in flight sim, you get used to calls from the ground, you get used to the runway markings, the associated comms with air traffic and all the airfield operations. By getting used to arrival and departure procedures, you can plan more effectively for the flight before you fenced in and after you fenced out.
Valley Ground XM915 with uniform request taxi for takeoff south departure. Taxi to and hold short runway tree 1 via taxiway Alpha cross runway 01 cross runway 07 Alpha XM915.
These basic skills can be used to put you on the right foot at the start of a mission. You're not panicked before you've even took off. You are fully aware of what you need to do when you're on the ground. And if you're the flight lead or just an experienced player, you can help other players learn these procedures so everyone gets off to the mission and then returns back from it nice and safe without any massive calamities happening at the airfield, because no one wants that. I mean, A-10s take ages to start up. Number 4. Basic flight. It might not be the same for all, but I'm a lot smoother on the controls after spending time in Flight Simulator. Of course, flying a fast jet is a huge leap in performance from something like a Piper Arrow, but the lesson learned in smooth flight ensure better flying in DCS. You can of course throw a fast jet into violent aggressive manoeuvres, but the majority of your DCS time is going to be spent flying smoothly, so the practice helps. Learning basic turns and best speed for climb and all that good stuff, that's going to help you in DCS, so you're not burning through that fuel. You're actually going to fly your aircraft a lot more smoothly, and it's going to make you a better pilot. And if you're the flight lead, your wingmen are going to thank you for your flying skills. Number 5. Enjoyment. This is the biggest one for me. Variety is the spice of life, or so they say. Flying every mission at max chat, maximum performance, while thrilling, can also lead to mission fatigue. Whether it's flying the same jet on the same server on the same mission, PvE, or testing your mettle against real people, it can get frustrating. How many times have you flown a deep strike mission to be shot down by godlike AI or a sneaky player? How many server issues or long startups with disconnects have you had to endure? For me, it's nice to take a break. Jump in an aircraft, take off and fly about. Slow down a bit and enjoy the view, and have replays that work. Not everything needs to be done at 500 miles an hour. You don't need the pressure of performing online. You don't need to worry about if you're going to ruin the mission for the 30 or 40 other players that you've got on that particular server at the same time. You can take your time and enjoy it. You can speak with your friends in Discord, listen to some music, and just relax. Flying in Flight Simulator is an enjoyable experience, and in turn, when I go back to DCS and I do have my hair on fire, it makes it more enjoyable because it's an experience that is a rare one because I've been flying low and slow. I'm now flying really fast. I say really fast, you're doing normal speeds in a fast jet, but coming from Flight Sim, everything's a little bit more exciting. Certainly for me, you might disagree, but for me, coming back to DCS after a period away of flying a normal Flight Simulator, it makes DCS a little bit more fun. If you want to learn how to fly and operate any of the aircraft found in DCS, come along and join the wonderful people over at Tactical DCS. We've got mentors, instructors, and basically everyone there is helpful. If you get a question, ask it in general. They'll get back to you almost immediately. They're a great bunch of guys and girls over there. It's absolutely fantastic to be part of that community. Of course, it's all done for free as well, so you don't need to worry about being charged for any training. It's all free, and it's always available 24/7. We've got servers in Europe and the US. If you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments below, and then we can discuss it, and then you can all shout at me and tell me why I'm wrong, and then hopefully people will spring to my defense and say, hey, Pascal's right, how dare you. But if you do have an opinion, either positive or negative, share it so we can then go on this journey together. If you've enjoyed this video, click the like, share, and consider subscribing. It'd be great to have you along for the journey on YouTube. If you want to be my wingman, have a look behind the scenes, etc., or just help sustain my coffee addiction, click on the Patreon link. That's all I've got for you just now. 5 ways that I think you become a better pilot by flying in Flight Sim. Anyway, I'm off to go and cruise the world. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, Tactical Pascal, out. I mean, you might wonder why I have the microphone. I was going to say camera close to my face there. The fuck? There's another blooper.